Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition. Dahlins. Finance agreement for water desalination and wastewater treatment in Germany and European Investment Bank. African stars are in search of and finding. Those were the headlines. Now come to the national news. In Luxembourg, a delegation led by the Minister of Finance and Meteo Executive from the European Investment Bank and both parties engaged in constructive discussion and fruitful exchange concerning the various development projects presented. This discussion took place within the framework of the signing of a 79 million euro financing agreement to support the desalination of access to drinking water and water treatment in Djibouti. The Djiboutian delegation led by the Minister of Economy and Finance expressed their gratitude to the European Investment Bank for its gradual financial support for this effectual project. So during the exchange, the European Investment Bank expressed it is enthusiasm about the prospect of working closely with the Djibouti to strengthen improving when access to drinking water while they strengthen the country's resilience to climate change. The two parties also discuss the financing and guarantee mechanism to support. Yesterday, the Minister of Economy and Finance signed a 79 million euro financing agreement to support water desalination and extension project, as well as the to drink water and waste treatment. This project marks the AEP first investment in Djibouti through its new development finance arm, AEP Global. The long-term loan granted by the AEP to the Republic of Djibouti, Ministry of Economy and Finance, is guaranteed by the European Union's report developing an international cooperation instrument. These different players will work together to structure and implement this project in the best possible way.
This is an important day for EIB Global, and I'm very honored to be able to host the finance minister of Djibouti on this specific day, because we are signing a deal that has a really important impact, and it also celebrates the fact that we are re-engaging with Djibouti. We haven't been active for a number of years. Now we are back, we are re-engaging, and we are doing it with a project that fits very well under the global gateway of the European Union. So it's a water project. We have very strong expertise in that sector in our bank, and I'm very proud of that. This is the first water project in this country, and it's about desalination and water treatment.
Also, the Minister of Economy, Ilyas Moussa Dawale, underlined that this financing, which represented the first and ever support from the European Investment Bank, in this, he said, file will not only improve access to drinking water, but in the capital, but also strengthen Djibouti's resilience in the face of the climate change. It will also, ensure access to drinking water for the over 555,000 people and promote the use of renewable solar energy for the production of drinking water. And now a price release June and July and 6 and Tuesday, July 6, 2023, and from the Public Prosecutor's Office, three identified individuals, Habon Mahmoud Ahmed, Asma Kamil Hussein, and Amran Jama Ahmed, were processed before the Djibouti Public Prosecutor's Office on Tuesday. They claim to be member of an organization called Red. They are accused of having usurpated the affection of the security force by a disciplinary wearing policy, Coast Guard and Djibouti Army uniform of the night of June 6 July, with a specific intention of convincing and misleading the population. During the disposition, they admitted they are quiet and declared that they had acted at the request of their leader Abdurrahman Mohammed Ghele. Also announced that he was said to have supplied them with a uniform in question. These acts are severely punished under the current law. According to the Article 219, any person who wear a costume uniform or a decoration regulated by public authority in public and without authorization is liable to 1 year's imprisonment and a fine of 200,000 francs. A workshop dedicated to regional training on bilateral labor migration agreement and ethical agreement came to close Tuesday, July 6 at the Acacias Bavaria Hotel. The closing ceremony was chaired by the Secretary General of Labor, Mr. Abdullah Ali Ahmed, and attended by a representative of AOM and IGAT member state. This training provided by a regional expert for the senior official from IGAT member state aims to equip the institution of the ministry in charge of labor with appropriate means to achieve the objective of a safe and orderly labor and migration. Bilateral agreement, partnership, convention, and protocol are the preferred instruments of intervention for establishment regular labor migration. At the end of the training session, certificates were handed out to the participants. In his speech, the Secretary General of Labor, Mr. Abdullah and Ali Ahmed, mentioned that this training course was aimed at strengthening regional integration. Last Tuesday, the prefect of region Abdul Malik Mohammed Banoita, accompanied by his deputy prefect Saida Wapriya Sowe, visited the Dr. Ahmed Absi Warsama Regional Hospital to make contact with administrative managers and healthcare professionals. The purpose of the visit was to find out how the hospital's various care departments were functioning as a reminder since its inauguration in April 2016 by the head of state, His Excellency Mohamed Ghele. This modern medical center provided diagnostic, monitoring, and treatment for the sick, injured, and pregnant, and also carry out preventive and health education activity. This recently built non-well health facilities committee with all the technical facilities currently in use in the Republic of Djibouti. The various medical services include all-purpose medicine, ophthalmology, stomology, pediatric, emergency, maternity, orthopedic, vessel and abdominal surgery, and of course, a restoration service. The prefect's visit was organized and conducted in medically and orderly fashion by the head of the department. The prefect was saw for himself the modern medical equipment and appliance available to the various medical departments. After passing through the emergency services, Prefect Abdul Malik Mohammed Banoita was introduced to the large pharmacy stocked with medical and other care products. The previous immersion in the various medical and paramedical units enabled him to discover modern, well-equipped facilities. The prefect also underlined the importance of such a commitment and expressed his congratulations of the hospital staff for their unfailing dedication. On Wednesday, July 5, 2023, Ethiopian Deputy Prime Minister Mr. Demek Mekonnen took part in a tree planting ceremony with the Djibouti Ethiopian Rail Caravan organized by IGAT and led by Secretary General Mr. Siraj Omar Abdul Kadir in the ACT Park in Addis Ababa. The highlight symbolic ceremony between the two peoples were held under clement weather in the Ethiopian capital. So Djibouti and Ethiopia are linked by historical and geographical ties. The two countries are united in a number of economic and social files. On Tuesday, July 6, 2023, the Djibouti Ethiopian Railway, a caravan led by the Secretary General of the Ministry of the Interior, Mr. Siraj Umar Abdul Kader, was given a guided tour of Addis Ababa's United Park. So, United is in a public place that occupies the history of the Ethiopian in charge in general from Benin, Menelik to the Hodel Silazi and Adawa War and the country's anti-colonial revolution, a place full of history. Jewish members are steeped in the history of Ethiopian, the eternal poor, a contemporary natural art museum steeped in the country's life story. In United Park is a former military park that has been converted into a tourist attraction and made accessible to the tourists. Finally, in the evening of the Tuesday, July 6, 2023, the President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Her Excellency Sahel Worke Zoete, invited the delegation led by the Secretary General of the Ministry of Interior, Mr. Siraj Omar Abdulkader, and the Ethiopian Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Demeke Mekanen, to an official dinner at the presidential place, a festivity evening with traditional songs and dance from the country's various cultural identity and classical music orchestrated especially for the occasion. So let's listen the speech of the first Vice President of the Ethiopian.
This trip is monumental because it reinforces the comprehensive strategic ties between our two nations. It will also further deepen our people-to-people ties. I extend my appreciation to all those who took part in making this trip a success. I want to particularly acknowledge the IGAD Secretariat for supporting the cause that will play a vital role in promoting regional integration. Let us carry the spirit of this successful trip forward, forging a future built upon resilient green economies and unwavering cooperation. Finally, at this moment of celebration, it is important to pay tribute to our President, Her Excellency Sahle-Work Zewde, who has made remarkable contributions to strengthen the relations between the two sisterly countries.
My appreciation to the government and people of Djibouti for organizing this second edition of Ethio-Djibouti Family Summer Train Trip. My appreciation goes also to regional organization, IGAD, for sponsoring this trip, and for our two diplomatic missions for having a very valuable contribution. Anything, any event happening regarding Djibouti or where Djibouti is involved is always a special moment for me. In fact, a very moving moment. This day is not any different rather. Djibouti is the second country where I served as ambassador of Ethiopia. Little did I know when I landed in Djibouti in September 1993 that I would stay one full decade in that beautiful country and spend a decade of the richest and fullest work of my whole diplomatic career. Two presidents, His Excellency President Hassan Bouled Abtidon and the current president, His Excellency President Ismail Omar Guelleh. The support I got from both was simply exceptional. I was there when Djibouti became the only outlet to the sea for Ethiopia. I was there when we had to deal with our war efforts. Djibouti hosted for years our navy and our military vessels. Djibouti has been home to many refugees from Ethiopia, including my own father, who had to leave because the graduates from the War College were the first target of the invader. I just received a letter from His Excellency President Ismail Omar Guelleh thanking me for my best wishes for the National Day, which was celebrated on the 27th of June. And allow me really to quote what he said, because it's a very important message. He said, "We are for the pursuit of strengthening our strategic partnership of cooperation in many areas of development. I'm proud that we are moving in that direction. So the two countries will serve as a model of successful economic integration in this part of the world and in Africa." So this is, to my view, a very strong statement.
The embassy of Djibouti to Ethiopia in the capital of Addis Ababa celebrates 46th anniversary of independence. And in a purse of patriotism, Djiboutian living in Addis Ababa and illustrates a friend of Djibouti country to celebrate an unforgettable moment that will live long in the memory. Day after, in this moment of reunion and collective joy, this was an opportunity to clear and musically display the identity of our nation. Djibouti is a strong nation that has harnessed its national independence and future to values. The eyes of the world were focused on the strategic choices that are contributing to the development of this nation, whose geopolitical ambitions have become reality.
عوا habeenkii geesigan cabsoon aan caleed
Let's listen to the speech of Ambassador of Djibouti to Ethiopia. His speech.
Great pleasure to welcome you all here tonight on the occasion of the celebration of the 46th anniversary of the Republic of Djibouti's Independence Day. This is a day where we celebrate our sovereignty, our unity as a nation, and our shared journey towards progress. It is an opportunity for us to reflect on our past and look towards our future with hope and determination. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, 46 years ago, the Republic of Djibouti was born. At a time when, in a region stressed by incessant conflicts, no one was betting much on its future. But let's not forget that this freedom was not served up on a silver platter. Let's not forget that men and women shed their blood and sacrificed their lives to enable us to win the freedom we enjoy so much today. The leaders of the two countries have always the desire to enhance and strengthen those unique and special bilateral relations. Vive la République de Djibouti, vive la République fédérale et démocratique d'Éthiopie, vive l'Afrique. Je vous remercie de votre aimable attention.
In the spirit of a continuity, Djiboutian independence continue to celebrate and our independence day on June 27, 2023. And this time it was in the Egyptian diaspora in the Netherlands who organized the 46th anniversary of our independence in Rotterdam with a great pomp and ceremony. The ambassador of Djibouti is credited today Netherlands responsible by the honoring this celebration with its presence which took place in a fraternal, patriotic, and folk atmosphere led by the two singers Aden Ghazali and Madame Faisa, alumni of the FAMUS 4 and Mars, through accompanied by the two rising stars Abdul Karim Mohammed Mayor and Nim'a Miguel. During the celebration, the first consul of the Jewish embassy related the message of the ambassador, His Aden Mohammed Delita, which focuses on unity and social cohesion among Jewish in the Netherlands and working in as an energy among Jewish association based in this country. The celebration is so close at the midnight with the singing of the Jewish national anthem.
Forget
Now for the international scene, innovation, African startup in search of financing. For the same year, Iran in Vivatech, they must attend the event for technological innovation held in Paris from May 16 to 18, 2019. Celebrated African innovation as in 2018, over 100 startups up from the continent came to showcase their project alongside the digital legend. To mark this advance in Africa innovation, the heads of state of Senegal and Rwanda, Macky Sall and Paul Kagame, were invited. That's it for this edition. Thanks for your attention and wonderful evening.